Ta-da. Welcome back.
I told chat to refresh, so
No.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Um. Wait. Can I say Leo went up with them? Because I just
I assumed
realized
you did.
Leo has
I
nothing
assumed
better
you
to
did.
do.
I assumed you did. Yeah.
Yeah, Leo doesn't want to be near the bodies. I've kind of realized
Really? I
clearly
wonder
why.
why.
Leo, shut up.
So
So yeah,
I
what do you
have a
guys want to do?
Does
stupid question.
Uh-huh.
I have a
I just
stupid question.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
So going on noble property is breaking the law, but if we can manage to catch the person before they get to the noble grounds, would we be able to arrest them pretty much?
Are you asking the guardsman?
Yes.
It if they were this happened in Trollskull Alley. The Graham Villa is right next to Trollskull Alley. This has been at least an hour since then. Has it not?
That's,
Do you really think it
yes,
took they haven't got there in that time?
that's a fair point. Apologies. It's been a long day. I'm not thinking on too properly. I don't think any of us are.
Like I said, just trust in the watch. We'll deal with it.
Alright.
but you need solid proof. Does the zone of truth not count as solid proof?
Like I
I'm
said,
trusting in the watch.
like I said, we'll send someone to speak with the Growlhounds.
I don't think there's anything we can do by this point except for head back to Troll Skull.
That's the other lead you have though of the House of Bird Hands.
The what?
You have the other lead in the House of Inspired Hands though.
But we also
Well,
got
yeah.
the information that the automaton was not from there. It was from.
No, he just said that the Growlhounds had an automaton.
Okay.
All right.
So we
What?
can head out to the House of Inspired Hands and follow that lead since there's not much we can do on the other end. And I'm gonna head off to the bathroom real quick. Hold on.
Yes.
Okay.
Continue on without.
Okay, that's fine. We're probably not gonna do much without you anyway. So yeah, heading. Oh,
I'm kind of glad
Some-
the answer was no.
what?
I'm kind of glad the answer was no.
Yeah, to what though?
My question that I sent in private.
Oh yeah, understandable.
Because it might be a little bit too early too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Knowing the iceberg chart of Theo then.
Yeah.
I need to pull. Yep.
So yeah, that's it. Going without him. So heading out of the station, you guys the cleric heads out with you and heads off after nodding to you, and yeah, I assume you guys would head over to the House of Barred Hands across the city, widthwise.
Yep.
On the side of the city.
Yep.
Over to the ghost area. So yeah, let me see if there's something to read from that. So heading over there over to the Sea Ward. It's on the corner of Seawatch Street and Shark Street, and yeah, the House of Inspired Hands. Actually, I'll wait for Dave for this. Yeah, it just for voice description. It looks kind of like on the outside. It looks like a cross between a temple and a big workshop. Like the symbol of Gond blazing on the front is a toothed cog with 4 spokes. Hey, you're back. Good. Perfect timing. Did you catch what I said?
Most of it, yeah.
Yeah. I think the only thing you missed was it looks like a cross between a temple and a workshop. And looking up towards the top, you past the symbol of Gond. Perching on the rooftop, you see the silhouette of a humanoid shape. It extends an arm and releases a tiny metal sparrow into the sky, like throwing it like a paper airplane. Does a few loops in the air, then veers right down towards you. I'm not gonna roll initiative for this, but what do you guys react to? How do you guys react?
I have no spells that work for this type thing.
Like a paper airplane that's being
It's like
Dive and dodge.
a metal bird.
a
Dive
metal
and
bird.
dodge.
You have paper birds and you got metal birds. It's like a metal sparrow, and it's veering straight towards you. What do you do? I need a
Dive
fast
and
reaction.
dodge.
What do I got? Oh wait, no, I need to check what's.
I think it's flying toward. I think it's probably who's in front of who's in front of the marching order.
Not Leo, actually. Not even because of this, just
Thagnum,
because in
it's towards
general
you.
he's
Thagnum.
like he's
Thagnum, it's
Probably
heading towards you.
Thagnum,
It's
because
heading.
he's been
It's
thinking
heading
the
towards you,
most
Thagnum.
level-headed out of
Thagnum,
everybody.
what do you do?
Well, let's. Can I cast Sword Burst to try and use it as like a shield against it?
We're probably walking right next to you, so please don't.
I mean, I would move out of range because it's not a giant.
This is
tree of a fair.
the thing is like it's about to hit you. What do you do?
We need a fast reaction. You don't have
Come on,
time
tell
to
me what you're
move
doing.
and cast.
Tell me what you're doing. Come on.
Oh yeah, just moving out of the way of it, man.
Can Leo try
So
to
you're gonna try and
attack
dodge.
it?
Yes. I need
Uh,
to make a roll for that.
I'm just okay. Let's see. Does 16 hit Thagnum?
Concerned. No, it does not.
It flies past you and crashes on the ground. And you looking back up after dealing with that, the silhouette it kind of looks like it panics and then runs back inside, or it climbs back onto the building from the roof. There's probably like some access in the roof.
Can Leo call it a bitch?
What do you?
Can Leo call it a bitch?
I kicked the metal bird.
Um.
Vicious
Can
mockery.
the thing hear me? I'm not doing it if it can't hear me.
Hold
Can
on,
it
hold
hear-
on,
is
hold on, hold. I gotta
Oh,
actually check
okay,
something.
okay. Bitch!
Sure. Let's take a save, I guess. Um, I'm just
Its safety C is
gonna.
12.
I'm just gonna throw this down here real quick. Ignore that if you can see it. It passes.
Nope, it's safe. I just call it a bitch. Doesn't do it.
Well, you know the name of it now, so whatever. Just don't look at that, I guess. What do you do?
Well, it's inside the building, so probably best thing to do would be to head in.
Okay, so if
We
you
can
guys,
try and track it down inside.
if you head inside, the Temple Gauntlet is open and abuzz with activity during daylight hours. And yeah, heading inside, and after that, the main hall, it holds 24 marble pedestals along the sides, like 12 on each side, and each one bears a prize-winning invention or a miniature model of some other extraordinary creation. A few of them, as you walk through, stand out. There's a 4-foot tall working model of a clock tower, which rings at the top of every hour. It's made of wood, iron, bronze, and glass, with brass bells and delicate hands formed of solid gold. A wooden flying machine that has wings that flap when it becomes airborne. A miniature model of a mechanical dragon turtle that has a brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads, "Big Belchy, sank in Deepwater Harbor on the Day of Wonders in 1363 DR."
Big Belchy.
Yep.
I'm not writing any of this down. That's your job now, Dad.
Yeah.
I wrote down the stuff that I
This is just
wrote down.
like inventions
Oh,
there that are
okay.
on display. The continuing a functional waking helmet equipped with a small articulated metal arms and hands that gently slap the wearer if he or she falls asleep.
Wait, what?
A functional waking
Why?
helmet equipped with small articulated metal arms and hands that gently slap the wearer if he or she falls asleep.
Ah,
A miniature model of a red submarine shaped like a manta ray that has a brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads, "The Scarlet Marpanoff, Lantanese submersible, launched in 1489 DR." I assume that you guys are actually like looking at these things as they go by.
oh yeah, Leo was kind of engaged.
Yeah.
Leo's like, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. Shiny.
Do
These
you?
clerics, they craft machines, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you know that Tumblegon is like inventions and like. So do you try and get the attention of everybody after looking at all this stuff?
Can I make a perception check to see if I can make out the person who tried to attack us on the roof?
You don't even need to. There's nobody around here like that. Like this isn't like
Okay.
one. This isn't like one big open space. It's like you're in the main hall of a big building.
Okay. So I would like to head upstairs if possible, because it was on the roof, so that means he's probably on a higher floor.
So I think it's probably easy to tell that like the main hall is where people are going to be allowed to just walk around. So do you like try and speak to a cleric or anyone?
Yeah, I'll go speak to one of the clerics.
So
I will
nearby.
also go speak to one of the clerics, as someone with a high persuasion.
So near
No,
you
something
you
higher
pretty
than a
easily spot
6.
you pretty easily spot nearby a female dragonborn priest, a bronze dragonborn. Okay. She it's as you approach, I assume. She turns turns to you and says, "Oh, hello. Uh,
Um,
is there something you need?"
yes, we were just attacked by a figure on the roof, and
A
he
figure on the
came
roof.
into the.
The
Yes,
fiddler of the
it's
roof.
humanoid-ish. I'm not sure who or what it is, but
She sighs. She doesn't. She doesn't need you to hear the explanation. It must have been Nim. Mm.
yeah.
The fiddler
Ah.
on the roof. The fiddler on the roof.
Uh, come with me. She's okay. She says, sighing, and she heads towards one of the ends of the room and leads you up a spiral staircase. Um, she it's like it's all the way up to the roof to like an attic room, and she walks up to the door and tries to open it, and it's locked. She groans and starts banging on the door. Nim, open this door. There's you might want to mute your mic. No, you're on.
Oh shit!
Yep,
Sorry.
it's on now. uh,
I had to go get spoon and put
it's fine.
stuff
It's
away.
fine.
So
It's fine.
I.
Ugh. She sighs and turns to you. He's locked. It's locked the door. Mm. Is anybody doing anything?
Hmm. Let me check
I don't
something.
actually have knock.
I don't know what spells I have with me, so I'm checking.
I don't have knock. I have shatter, but that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't have. Hold on. How does unseen servant work?
Unseen servant.
So, a question. Could I create an unseen servant on the other side of the door to
Does it
unlock
have
it?
to be somewhere you can see?
Uh, it only specifies an unoccupied space on the ground within range. It doesn't specify that it has to be within eyesight.
That seems like an oversight. But if you want to, sure.
Okay, so I will use unseen servant to unlock a door.
So, what does it look like? What does Thagnum casting this look like?
It's an invisible, mindless,
No, 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 no,
shapeless,
no, no.
medium
What does
force.
his casting of the spell look like?
Oh,
Yes.
well, he sort of just pushes a hand against the door and mutters a bit. As you can see some blood dripping from the pores of his skin, and it morphs together into a sort of humanoid form on the other side of the door that just
Ugh.
shimmers
Bad.
until it becomes invisible, and it unlocks the door from the other side.
How long does?
I guess that
I
works.
mean, I know most of his spells are very
Yeah.
grotesque, but I mean, it's
Oh, hi, Gabe.
Tarsus is
Hi,
where he
Gabe.
gets his
Hi.
powers from.
Hi, Gabe.
How's it
Bleeding
going?
is one of his main
I'm not
types.
sure if you're here or not.
I am here.
No, in character.
Probably
and-
not.
Yeah,
Probably,
probably
not.
not. Probably not.
Well, I
At
have
least in character,
used
though.
Unseen Servant to unlock a door.
Well, so in that case, Valletta just kind of shakes her head and storms into the room. And says, "Nim, did did you attack these people?" She calls.
Not
She
us.
has.
Not us.
Huh?
No, Leo
No,
cuts in. Not.
Dagnum was referring to the bird that just flew at us outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Yes, that works.
Yeah. So heading into the room, you can see this room is like it's like a mixture of workshop and there's like the piles of scrap and inventions that are unfinished, and and emerging from behind one of these piles of scrap, clearly like very nervous. Let me see if I can get a full image of this. Actually, I'll just show the artwork here. You took artwork. Is show players. There we go. That is Nim. So and yeah.
So is
So
Nim a Warforged or just?
doesn't look like a war. Would you even know what a warforged is?
Good question.
Yeah. Look at
Shall I roll Arcana?
So Nim kind of he doesn't uh let's say that in a minute. In a minute. He he can't speak. It's like he doesn't seem to have like a openable mouth. He signs his hands for like some kind of sign language. Um and let's see.
Comprehend languages sadly does not do sign language. It should.
It's only spoken languages, unfortunately.
Uh Valletta sighs and turns to you and says, um It's saying it didn't mean to attack. It didn't mean to attack you. It was testing a invention.
You
Uh,
Well, it's
does
understandable.
has it been here all day?
as far as we're aware, Nim. It nods.
I'm very doubt. But I mean, Magnum's just turning to Leo and the rest of the party when he says this, but I'm very doubtful that this would be the same person as at the alley. Because we was told that it was a Grundle. Oh, Grundle. Yeah. Hold on. Let me look at the town so I can remember how to pronounce it.
I
Brulin
I
model.
think we could. Yeah.
So I doubt it's the same thing.
Are
I
you saying this out
think we
loud?
can trust.
Are you saying this?
I'm
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
that to the rest of the party,
The
yes.
And
the
they're in
Growlhuns.
earshot, so probably.
The lot of questions. The Growlhuns. What are you referring to?
It's a long story.
Short story of the long story, because from what I know, we can trust you. You seem very honest, and you very politely let us up here, and we're very nice about it. Earlier today, if you have not heard, a fireball was let off in Trollskull Alley, and I, as well as a few other witnesses, saw something that looked kind of like a construct
Like a Nim?
that, like Nim.
Similar.
Was it like Nim?
Yes. It's
Was it like
perfect.
Nim?
Perfectly.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Ugh. Nim. Nim was a gift to us by a Lantanese wizard, and we there there are likely others in the city, but we only received Nim. Wait, right? Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Nim kind of rubs his metal head, its metal head, for a moment and signs to Valletta something. And as it signs, she seems to get progressively more annoyed
Oh
and then
no.
angry.
Oh no.
It built another Nimblewright to to ease its loneliness. And then a month ago, it fled, and it hasn't seen it.
Is there a way we would be able to identify it? Uh,
Somehow, some way,
Mm.
there's a
Nim kind of quickly signs something then, and she says, "What?" And he goes and digs through the piles of stuff for a moment, and he pulls it. It pulls out this weird device that just looks like a bunch of mechanical nonsense with a little umbrella at the top with the handle. And I can probably show this. I'm just gonna do this
gonna be
to
some
show it
like
to show it to show it to stream. So
I
that's there.
stream.
That's there. And I'll send this other one in Discord so you guys can see without opening. Oh, good job. You also sent that at him. She says it claims it built this to find it. It's a nimble right detector. Ugh.
N- da- mm.
She turns to Nim and says, regardless, there's going to be consequences for this, Nim. You. She then walks out of the room for a moment, and after a few moments, comes back with some of the other acolytes, and she says, "Take its equipment."
Wait. Before
What?
they come back in the quick moment I have, I'm gonna ask Nimble right yes or no questions so we can
Nim.
notice its
Nim.
head. Nim, do you mind if we use this?
No.
Too fine. You do not mind if we use it? So Leo's going to take the device.
And he holds it out to you.
Alright, Leo's gonna take the device. He's wearing kind of he's gonna not hide it exactly, but just because he's gonna kind of put it underneath his coat, so
I mean,
it's not as
Valletta
visible.
wasn't trying to stop you from taking anything. So
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
She's taking its experimenting equipment
it's
as
equipment
sort
Oh.
of like a
and
punishment.
inventions. Yeah.
Like taking away a kid's toys when they're bad.
Only in this case,
Which is
you
mean.
take away their tools.
Which is mean. Leo doesn't like this at all.
Leo will
But he's
remember
gonna
this.
Leo has made a friend. Leo will adopt Nim.
So
Nim is child.
while the acolytes are coming in and taking this off, Nim kind of
Leave.
just kind of sulks and sits down in a corner of the room as they take away its unfinished inventions and stuff. The tools. And Valletta turns to you and says, if you can find this other nimble right, destroy it, and if you can prove to us that you destroyed it, there will be rewards for you. Take the nimble right detector. Nim said that when activated, it's when you hold down the trigger, it should activate within 500 feet of a nimble right, and she says, because you're close to Nim,
Oh.
she activates it, and it's like the umbrella kind of like pops up and starts doing this stuff and spinning and stuff. And as you move it closer to him, it gets faster. Yeah. It doesn't change much moving around because it's within 500 feet, but yeah.
Teach me your language. Teach me. Leo wants to learn how to sign to Nim. Nim seems interesting. Nim is child in Leo's
Am I
mind.
the only one who wants to give Nim to a redemption arc?
Yes! No, you're not. I mean,
Do you
yes,
actually say
yes,
anything about this?
No, I'm just saying.
Can
this
I
out
come
of
back and visit Nim?
character.
Why?
Cause you're treating it like it as in but it's shown that it's capable of thought. It's shown it's capable of being lonely. So maybe to keep it from doing things like this again, having a friend would help.
It's still just a
Very dumb
construct.
question. Very dumb question. Does Nim need a job?
Does Nim need a job? We can keep Nim busy. I don't care. Yes,
Like,
it's a
if
construct.
it keeps him out of
At this
trouble,
point,
we can
At this
have
point,
him
Cloud is
assist us
awkwardly
at
shifting
the-
away
at
from the rest of the
home.
group.
Meanwhile, Gwanth is just sort
Gwant
of
is nowhere near. Gwant is nowhere near. Gwant is still back
like
at the tavern.
Gwanth is just at home
Gwendolyn's just at home.
Mhm.
Yes.
doing things. I guess like he's just.
I am going to say this part in character.
I
But
guess
Okay.
she's been trans for a while.
if
How about that?
well,
Okay.
I understand that he likely gets up to it likely gets up to quite a few shenanigans here,
Nothing
and
like this.
if it keeps him out of trouble,
We've let it
then
be occupy itself with inventing as we do here, but if it can build other Nimblerites, and if this other Nimblerite caused such destruction, then we can't just let it do this again.
no, I understand that. We will
I
take
mean,
care
the
of it.
the Nimblewright
What I
itself
am
wasn't the one capable of the destruction. It used an item that was given.
Regardless,
So
what
really,
the
the people that found it are the ones to blame for what it did. So if you just kept track of when it made a friend, and then just kept an eye on both of them, it should be fine.
Or give it a human friend so it doesn't need to try to create something that could go
philosophy
haywire.
aside,
You can do a
once
background check on
this
me. I can give you information on myself.
once this
But
situation has
just
been taken care of,
just
if
deal with
it
the other
helps
Nimblerite.
keep if it helps keep it out of trouble, then I can give it a place to work at, to
It's not
occupy
a
its
person,
time
it's
with.
property. It's property of the temple.
Okay,
it seems quite proper.
so
for a
shall
person
we
like
go
me.
and start searching for the other one then?
If you would. And as I said, if you can prove you destroyed it, or I suppose bring it back here, then we can offer rewards.
Okay.
I believe
Leo's
we can spare 500 gold pieces.
Look at me getting
Okay,
diamond.
we will do our best. We will see what we can do.
She nods, and I'm assuming she'll lead you all out.
Yep, Leo was silent. Leo was just silent. He's
Okay,
he's
once we're out
hiding
of
his feelings very
earshot,
well.
just like, is anybody else
I relate.
considering that?
Leo,
Clearly,
when they're out of
Nim is
earshot,
not happy
punches
here.
a wall.
Nim does not deserve to be here.
Nim, no, Leo punches a Leo. Leo, who doesn't really show violence much, punches a wall.
It pains me
And
Not
you
to
see
personally
do
to
the
be like
this
this.
crater
right
form
now.
to the
This is
wall.
gonna get derailed.
It pains me personally to play that because I really like robots and androids and stuff.
He's not just an it. Nim
Yep.
is not.
If you
It
notice,
might be it.
if you notice, I kept slipping up and calling it he
I'm
too.
just out of character for a minute. I'm just like imagining fucking Leo being like, Nymph is
Robot
child.
lives matter.
Indeed.
Nymph is child.
Construct lives matter.
Don't
Alright.
mind me, I'm just having myself on mute while I pet my puppy.
Yes, and you're completely off camera too.
Okay, so let's
Awesome.
go and find Nim 2, and then we can worry about what we're going to do about Nim 1.
Nim 2 Electric Boogaloo. So,
'Cause
heading out.
I do not at all want to
Leo
destroy
feels
Nim.
very
I
bad.
feel like
Leo feels extremely
they're
bad.
just
Yeah,
they're just extremely impressionable. It's like children.
Yeah,
They're
Leo
okay,
just gonna
calls
that's
him a
believe
bitch.
whatever
that's
they
cute. Okay.
Leo calls
That's
him
true,
a bitch.
true,
Leo
true.
feels even worse. Leo
True.
feels
He couldn't hear
extreme.
you.
like if one of
He
these
couldn't hear you.
were
It's
to
fine.
run into some bad people, then it wouldn't be hard to convince them to do something bad.
Cough,
Okay,
cough,
can
wham,
yeah, let's move.
cough.
Can we? What?
Nope.
What?
We should go. We should
Yeah,
do
can
other
we? Yeah,
character things.
let's move on.
Gwath just wants
Yeah.
to be involved now, so
Yeah. course.
Let's head
Yeah, I was.
back, grab anybody from the tavern who might need to join back up, aka cough
Gwent.
cough, totally not metagaming Gwenthiel.
And Gabe, turn your camera
Wow.
on.
Apparently, cough,
I-
cough, Jack
I
is a
can't
bitch.
use my camera.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay. I guess. All right.
Though Jack's work is a bigger bitch. Honestly.
Okay. So yeah,
All
you
right, we
guys head
should
back.
probably.
You guys head back to the tavern and grab off the elm. Which I mean, Grelhund Villa is right there anyway. So yeah, I assume you guys are gonna check there around there. So I'm assuming
Yeah,
you do that.
we're just
Do you
gonna
need
head
my-
back, catch Gwenthiel up on everything that's going on so
Yeah.
far. Which
Oh, wait.
do we need to explain this to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because I'm assuming
Found you guys. I found you.
What?
Well, there's
I found your cursors on the map.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Anywho, to Troll Skull Alley we go.
More like
To beat
from
some troll skulls.
Troll Skull. Yeah. So do we got to catch you up out of character, Gabe? On what's going on?
I know an explosion happened and you guys went to go investigate, and I assume you
Okay.
probably finished some of that investigation, correct?
yeah, we will catch you up on what's happened so far. I think.
Yeah.
All right.
So they've concluded so far through speaking with the corpses, thanks to a cleric, and going to talk with the people at the Temple of the Gond, that the one who threw the fireball was another Nimblewright built by Nim, who you just saw the interaction with, and it's likely that this Nimblewright is at at Garthland Villa, right next to Trosco Alley.
Oh, okay.
Yes, along with those Zentarum who got away.
Only
So-
problem is we're not allowed into We're not allowed into Growlhole Valley or Villa.
Growlhole Valley.
Shut
We're-
up! Shut up! Shut up!
It,
We're not
Growlhole
allowed
Villa.
in Troll Skull Alley anymore.
Meanwhile, Gwen in the tavern.
So Leo probably as well caught you up.
Yeah.
In Elvish because that's kind of easier to catch you up in. No,
Yeah.
in character wise, because don't know Common as well.
Oh, and
So-
Cloud would promise Glint that after all this is done, then they'd worry about teaching her better common.
We'll come up with the reason why later. Why Gwent stayed in the tavern earlier. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm assuming you guys would. I'm assuming you guys would, after stepping out of the tavern, you would use the detector.
Yes. At the tavern, we'll just use it and see if the Nim 2 is anywhere nearby.
Okay. No, you're not within 500 feet.
Okay,
So
cool.
no, you do not hear anything.
Yeah. My second guess is that more than likely it's going to be somewhere around Growlin Villa, because
You would
already got
probably-
a lot of evidence indicating that it would be around there.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you guys probably head over to
So-
to Sourdough Street and
Yeah.
yeah. So as soon as
are going to head over and test it.
Yeah, as soon as you head over to Sourdough Street and get within 500 feet, like about there or so, around the corner, it does indeed start to activate. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh, hey, it's a sonic screwdriver.
No. Get your sci-fi magic wand out of here.
Well, it's gonna be in the villa. If we head towards the villa, does it start to buzz more?
Yep.
Because if we're shown
Slowly
that it
gets more
buzzes
and more.
whenever
Yep.
it gets closer.
I'm assuming you guys like walk around and it does indeed turn up when you get the opposite end, 500 feet away. It does indeed go off. So yeah, there's definitely something in
So
the door.
Nim2 is in the noble's grounds, yes.
Yep.
Is there any way that we can talk to the noble outside of the grounds to ask for entry?
So do you just go up to one of the gates and try to speak to somebody?
Yes.
No. Leo does not.
Okay. So what do you guys do?
Or they can. Leo does not. Leo's gonna stick back and kind of hide out of view.
Stagnum would like to,
Um,
because it can't
like
hurt to
to what?
try. Head up to
We're
one of the
gonna.
gates
We're trying
to
to get
ask
entrance.
for entry.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I roll a stealth check?
We're
you-
not trying to stealth really,
Are you
we're just gonna go.
Breaking into the property would be highly fucking illegal.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
we would need to try and get entry into it without breaking any laws.
So
So what are you doing then?
you know what? You know what? I'll wait. I'll
Yeah.
wait.
Stagnum's going to head up to the gate and see if there's anyone he can talk to.
Cough, cough. Does this do me anything? Cough, cough.
Oh. Uh. Uh. I don't think so. No.
Because it
Okay,
says in Noble's Court is why I was asking.
Oh, in a noble's court.
You can always find a place to perform, usually in an inn or tavern, but possibly a circuit at a theater or even in a noble's
Yeah,
court.
I don't think you're just gonna walk up and ask for in the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what do we got here?
So let's see. So walking up to walking up to the place, the whole place is surrounded by 12-foot high stone walls, and yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to see here who's here.
Hold on a moment. Getting
So,
Yeah.
I'm going to assume the person in charge is going to be Utria.
So
what was it?
you don't
Yeah.
immediately notice anybody when you walk up to the gate. If you like try it, it's clearly locked, and there's not like.
Still Floxton is what the name was.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, eventually like guards come by on patrol and they notice you at the gate and say, "Oi, what are you doing here?"
We were hired by the church to look for a construct who may have gone on the loose, and we were sent out to destroy it because we think it may be a danger to the outer world, and we have reason to believe that it would be within the noble's grounds.
I don't know of any construct here, and if it is here, it's property of the groundhogs.
There be any way that we would be allowed onto the grounds to take a look around, maybe ask around, or
If you're not with the watch, then no.
okay.
We need Atreus here, is what we need. Out of character, I say this.
So pulling
He's not here.
aside with the rest of the party, I'm going to talk with the others that we have two options here. We can either go get the guard and try and get into the place legally, go through all the loopholes and all that, or we can do a little crime.
More like crime or let the watch
I
handle
do
it.
not prefer.
Pretty much. So the only way
So,
we're going to get in is if we break a law or two.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm personally against stuff like that. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
I mean, Thagnum is usually
That's
against.
in character. In
Thagnum is.
character, Cloud says that.
Well, I'm usually for following the laws, but I understand that there are situations where they're more of a hindrance than anything else. So I think for this situation, it would do more good than harm to break a law or two.
I don't want to break the law.
You see Gwen
You're,
give a deep
you're kind of cutting out.
soul piercing here, and she's like, "Let's do it legally."
Okay. So,
I'm sorry, Thagnum. I'm really sorry. But I
it's
do
fine.
not feel comfortable breaking the law, especially when I am already at ends with trying to do other things. I do not want to break this law.
Alright. So, we should probably head to the watch then and speak with them. Give them an update on the information that we know.
It's still not
We
solid proof, though. All we have is
We
speculations.
have the transponder. That's solid proof that the possible suspect is within the grounds.
Mm. So I'm guessing
And
you.
we've already proven that it's gone off around Growlin Villa. So that's definitely at least enough solid evidence to warrant an investigation on the grounds to look for the suspect.
hopefully.
So I'm assuming you guys would since you already told the city watch everything there. So I'm assuming you guys would probably just be heading back in the direction of Tosco Alley for now.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah, and go. We should probably
it's
give
like
yeah,
right back up
go
the
to the
street.
Back
So
guard.
to
Tell them.
the tavern until
Yeah.
we
Yep.
may be needed.
so yeah,
Probably
as
try
you're
and fix the place up a bit.
heading there, actually I need to. It's been like a number of hours by now. I'd say like probably 2 hours, probably about 7:30 by now. That's about good. And as you're heading back down the street, like you should probably just like right there. So, um, yeah. As you're heading back, you see coming out of the north entrance to Trollskull Alley, you see Barnabas Boswin again, and he looks over and sees you and says, "Oh, there you all are. I was on my way to see you all. You weren't home. Uh,
That's
I was hoping
We
to speak with you
were.
all again."
Oh, that's perfectly fine. We are just getting back from um.
Adventure things.
Oh,
that's
oh.
awfully convenient because we were heading to speak with you and the guards as well.
Yes, it has come to my understanding that you went to the nearby the city watch station and had a cleric speak with the corpses,
Yes.
and
On
then
top of that,
you if I
we
you gave the information to guardsman there,
Mhm.
and would like to come and speak with you myself about what you learned.
Oh, that works perfectly. Come in, come in.
Thank you, thank you. And
Leo probably is holds the door open for everybody as they enter.
While
Apologies
Leo
for the
is,
slight more mess.
oh yeah, while
It's fine.
Leo and
It's quite fine.
Grampio and Cloud are just talking with him, Thagnum's just going to start cooking up a meal for the party and their guests, and as well as he's gonna bring out some drinks in case they want any.
Right. Um. So. Wait. Hold on. Yeah. Actually, Saith Cromley is with them too. So yeah, they're a team. Yeah. So.
Mhm.
So after sitting down for a moment, Barnabas asks, "So, what exactly did you find out from the bodies?"
Leo opens his notebook as I open my own notepad or my own notes. I love writing as a character and out of character.
I try to get that myself too.
So so you saw the gnome, and we told you we suspected that they were one of the reasons the fire happened because of the figure running out of pickpocketing them, and also them kind of being main area of the blast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we talked to them first. Um, we asked them. Okay, so here's where I didn't actually I paraphrased out of character, so I'm not gonna be able to get this perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. So we asked them why they were in Troll Skull Alley, and they told us they were going to give us, the party, the people who live in this manor, um, something called the Stone of Glore, um, which because they heard about how we saved, or kind of saved, the son of Never, Renier Nevercaught, or
Never
Never,
Ember.
Rainy
Never,
never ember.
Never Ember.
Never come.
Shut up!
Never
Shut up!
Ember.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! See, again,
Hey,
paraphrasing.
honestly, I only remember that because I used to play Neverwinter a lot, the
Nice.
MMO.
Yeah.
So I know about Never Ember.
Dagger
Um,
never ember. Yeah. Hmm.
So we and also and so he from that we learned after that, or from what he was saying, we could kind of figure out that he was working for the old Lord Never Ember,
Dagger never ember.
and was going to,
He says. Yeah.
yes, and was going to give us the stone to take care of until he could get rid of the people following him,
Pursuers.
because pursuers. Thank you. I'm sorry. Today's been a little bit
It's
rough
quite
on
alright.
my
It's quite alright.
mental health.
I understand. It's quite a stressful situation.
Yes. So he said he took it from Xanthar's guild, or Xanthar himself. I cannot remember which one.
Hmm.
I out of
Beholder.
character and in character, I cannot remember which one.
The stone was stolen from
The
Xanthar.
Beholder.
Xanthar.
He didn't clarify, but just Xanathar.
No, he did.
He-
He said he stole it from the Beholder. So,
okay.
It was Xanathar the
Um,
Beholder.
yeah.
he stole it from Xanathar, and so he
Hmm.
said that when we asked him who was probably after him, he said most likely Xanathar's guild. But also on top of that, we also know
corpses were
from the other
Zentarum.
bodies that were there,
The corpses were
the corpses
Zentarum.
were Zentarum.
Hmm.
But so they also knew that he took it and they wanted it as well. He took the Stone of Galore, Galore, because it was the key to the Horde of Dragons that is hidden or lost,
Hidden.
and his name was Dalakar, is who he was.
Dalakar.
Or
Yes,
Dalakar the Rock
this
Gnome.
gnome did indeed, I remember, he did indeed work for Lord Dagon Neverember when he was the Open Lord.
Mm-hmm. He was saying how this treasure rightfully belongs to Lord Neverember, and so...
It is indeed the gold that Lord Neverember embezzled. That is the rumor.
It is, I don't... It... Our last question was kind of a dud on my fault. I apologize. I wasted one question. Last thing he saw was our manor, and that makes sense from why he was going to our manor. So now that we know that, we also went and talked to both members of the Zenithar Guild
Zentarum.
who were there.
Zentarum.
Zentarum. Sorry.
Fine.
Zentar. Bruh.
Too many names.
I imagine that Leo is actually stumbling because of the stress.
Kind of, yeah. And he does apologize every time he does it.
Take your time. It's fine.
We spoke to the Zentharum member, and the questions we asked and the answers we got was, why were you in Troll Skull Alley? And we got the answer to catch the rock gnome, Dalakar. We asked, do you know who killed you? And they said it was an automaton that belonged to Galahund.
The Growlhuns.
Growlhund.
Growlhuns.
I'm sorry. Growlhund.
It's fine. It's fine.
Names are hard out of character and in character. Give me a break. Names have never been my specialty. Why do you think I have Leo's name as Leo? Is it?
He's a lion.
Names are no, just because names are easier short.
Yeah,
also,
I get it. Same for
I hope you can
Murs.
still see me if I'm at it. Yes. And we have more information on that, but we're gonna go over what we have with the guards first, because that's what or the bodies first, because that's what you asked. And then we can specify.
I'd like to note that
Specify.
Cromley is also taking notes next to where he's sitting.
Yes. Leo probably would have shared the notes, but they are all coded, so nobody can read them.
The fuck?
Leo, no, there's a moment where Leo tries to hand the guy the book, takes a second, blinks, and is like, "Oh wait, you can't read this. Never mind. Sorry." And then takes it. It's like, I'll just read it out loud. We asked, does he know who controls the automaton? They said no. But then we asked how many of them were sent after Dalakar. 3. 3 were sent after them. Which kind of which from what I know, from all that we know, we can assume that the third one escaped and took the stone. Yes,
Indeed.
and took the stone, and that's who... I didn't write this name down.
Erstal?
I should write this name. No.
He used the stones to destroy the stones.
Mood. No, whoever saw the figure take the stone.
Fala.
Who is probably who Fala saw as they escaped. We think they went into the sewers, and And then we asked where they were supposed to go after they completed the mission, and it was to the same place they said the automaton came from, which was Grelhund Villa.
Yeah.
Mm, the girl.
And then and the reason we know these are mostly true is unless truth of a mission is because we got the priest cast or the cleric cast Zone of Truth, as
Mm.
well as
Of course. Well,
what the
this
fuck,
is all.
cat? Sorry, cat just.
Kitty wants to join the
Um,
DM, the game.
Kitty wants to join. Yes.
Cat DM.
Oh, you can see them.
Yes.
Yep. Nope. They're
Kitty.
gone.
Kitty.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I not go over everything I've already said for the second part and just say that Leo says it? Because that's a lot of information,
I
and I
know.
don't want to try to read all this out.
Yeah, it's fine.
I went for the first two, and I'm like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not doing that again.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
So
fine.
Leo says what
Yeah,
I go
I
over
know.
what I have for the third.
I
So.
got it. I got it. Okay. So after you explain it all, Barnabas nods. He's been closely paying attention the entire time, and he says, thank you for the information. I do wish that I would have been left just to watch, but I do appreciate the aid. Just yes, just try and leave the rest of the case to the watch. And calmly pipes in and says,
Wait.
Rest assured, we'll have the case solved in no time."
Well, before we leave, we did gather some more information.
Hmm?
We went to visit the House of Inspired Hands, as was asked of us, and there we met.
No, that was your
an
own lead. It wasn't asked of you. It was your own lead that you guys thought of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got our own lead there.
I
There
stand
we met an
glory.
automaton that was named Nim, and apparently he created a second version of himself, which we believe to be the one who unleashed the fireball in Trollskull Alley.
Oh.
And we were asked to find and take care of the second Nim.
Hmm. And you believe this automaton to be within Grelhund Villa?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
have.
have a tracker that we was given, and it's gone off around Gralhan Villa.
Hmm.
We went around the entire perimeter of the estate.
Ah, so
We
that's
didn't
what you were
enter
doing.
without
It
permission.
continuously went
Yeah,
on.
Yes.
We did not enter without permission. We did not break any laws.
I know. Calm down.
I have children I must protect. Leo doesn't break law. Leo would break so many laws if he didn't have children that he needed to be able to be there for.
Yeah. So, he says, he nods, and again, thank you for the information. We will be, we'll have a group go to the Gulhan Villa after getting a warrant from a magistrate, and probably, would you mind coming back later to explain to our friends here what happens afterwards? And he shrugs and nods. There you go. That way you can have some closure for the case. Does that sound good?
Of course. If it's not too far stretched as a personal request, if a raid or anything of the sort were to happen to Roland Villa, can I at least have your promise that you will not harm the second Nam? Because I feel as if it's not that he means to do bad, he just got caught up with the wrong people. And I don't think that means he's deserving to be destroyed.
Well,
If you say it's a construct, I will.
we will.
No,
We will.
no.
We will. We would like for all to get out unharmed at best. So we will see what we can do.
Thank you.
Because unlike popular belief, I don't think these constructs are just constructs. they have a level of humanity to them, if just intelligence-wise. That's not just programmed,
Hmm.
or they wouldn't
Interesting.
do this. They wouldn't try to escape. They wouldn't know why they would want to escape.
Hmm.
That's just my own personal thought process on
Well, as I
this.
said, we'll get back to you about what happens, and we will do our best to not harm the Nimblerite. You said.
Nimble, right? Yes. Oh,
Hmm.
do we want to? Okay, pause. How do I not say this where they can hear me, or just I kind of glanced at the party, kind of being like, do we want to give them the nimble right thing?
I'd
It's
say we might be
Player
better off
character
keeping
eye
it to ourselves.
language.
I'd say that
Like
we would
the
probably
most.
be better off keeping it to ourselves just in case. Because
Yeah, actually,
we
that's kind of
know
smart.
for a
Yeah.
fact that they're going to be at the estate. And if they're not at the estate and they wind up escaping or leaving, then we can take care of it ourselves.
Yes.
Because then it would no
Smart.
longer be illegal.
So I'm assuming you guys won't give it to him then.
Yeah.
No.
No.
We're
Okay,
going
so
to
yeah.
Does that
keep
count as
it.
does that count as withholding evidence? It's not really evidence. It's just a.
No, it's not evidence.
It's
I think it
more
would be
so a tool than evidence. So
yeah. I
It's
don't
not
think.
evidence. We're fine.
I don't think so.
and
It's
we
not
have our own
evidence. We're fine.
so the guard is great and all, but there's a
It's
limitation of what they're capable.
what how would Leo interpret it?
Um,
Because like you're not asking someone if it would be illegal. So
Wait.
my Leo's thought process is, it's not actually evidence. It might be a key to. It might be
it might help solve the
helpful
case.
to.
It may help
It
them.
might help solve the case, but it might not.
Because
It's
I think
not like a
I think the law is withholding evidence or in some way impeding the case or like withholding something that could help the
We aren't.
case maybe.
You've already given them all the information they can get from the device.
They have all the information. Just
Yeah.
having the device itself would be no use to them by this
We
point.
could ask if they want it. It doesn't do them any good now that they know where the thing is.
Mm,
To come to a conclusion here, what do you want to do? What does Leo do?
I'm on the side of keeping it to ourselves, but it's up to the rest of
Yeah,
the
because
party.
you guys aren't
It's
actually
really up
you
to
guys
Leo at the
aren't
moment.
actually talking. So what does Leo do?
Okay. Um. Give me a second. There we
Yeah,
go.
I'll let that conversation go on because I'm sure Leo would think about all this stuff. So
Yeah, Leo is thinking. We have told you all that we know, but we have gotten this. We have gotten this using the tool that we have talked about, or this tool. But the thing is, the tool does not help you. I am doing persuasion roll, by the way. I have rolled it myself.
what did you roll?
Physical dice. I rolled a 16. Give me a second. I need to figure out what my persuasion is. 16 plus. It's a high number. It's a high number. Inventory attributes. 16 plus 6.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that'll equal.
he'll say uh hmm, well you as long as this number right is at the Gralhan Villa, it mm,
If it leaves
I believe if it runs, we should be able to find it. And in the case of it
and if you
escaping,
need,
we can come and get it for you.
does it count as
Okay.
breaking laws if we go after it ourselves if it leaves?
Hmm.
Because we were already
There is
asked,
no
well,
there.
asked to
The code label
separate.
does not prohibit citizens from investigating something on their own, but I I implore you to simply leave it to the watch.
Okay.
I can't stop you, but
It'd be
As
preferred if you didn't.
as a as
Hey,
my
what?
my instincts tell me not to leave it to the watch. I trust the watch, I do, truly do. But if it gets somewhere I can help, my instincts say help, so it doesn't endanger the life of the people I care about.
it simply introduces too many variables, so I will not support you getting involved. However, as I said, I cannot stop you. And
Thank
We will
you.
neither support nor condone.
Cromley pipes up and says, again, trust in the watch. It'll be we will solve the case.
It's starting to sound like Big Brother.
I can't hear for a second. I have to. I'm overheating. Taking off a sweater.
Good. Okay, so all right,
I'm out of coffee.
Alright,
all
so
right.
at this
So
point, we can't really do anything except for wait to see what the watch is
yeah.
capable
So
of.
if there's something else, they again thank you and they leave. And I'm assuming you guys are just gonna wait for him to come back later.
Yes.
Would
So
it be the same day or would it be like days?
I think they've probably been on this for a while today, so they're probably gonna jump on the lead as much as they can. So yeah.
Okay.
So in a couple,
So
so
it
after a couple hours, you just have to something dead.
no, never mind. Continue.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say probably like around 10, 11. I'll go with 11 p.m. The time it is right now. um, they you get a knock on the door again.
So Fagnum is going to answer the door.
It's Safe Cromley. There.
Okay. So he's going to invite them in. By this point, he's already got a dinner cooked up, so he's gonna offer them some to eat and
He
just
says
let them in to talk.
he says uh, thanks but no. Uh I'm just here to tell you about how things went.
It doesn't sound
So
well.
he comes in and sits down at the bar and pulls out a notepad and says, "So,
Leah respects a man with a notepad.
so officers arrived to find Lord Growlhood unconscious, Lady Growlhood in shock, and their half-orc bodyguard bloodied but unbowed. Apparently, the Growlhound had been held hostage for more than a 10-day by agents of the Black Network. Most of the Zents were killed during a bloody revolt led by Lord Growlhound himself. The Zent leader, Erstal Floxen, was among those who got away. He's still at large. The Watch plans to step up a search for him. With the Nimblewright, there was no sign of him. According to the Growlhounds, the construct was delivered to Growlhoundville weeks earlier. The family took it in and didn't know it was a Zentarum spy. Lady Growlhound reported that it stole her necklace of fireballs.
And
And he
so
closes the
it is
notepad.
no longer at the estate.
No. When
Okay.
we got there, it was gone. If it was there.
At least everything else was handled well. From the sounds of it, no lives lost at the very least.
Yeah. Only Zent's died. Thanks to Lord Gralhund himself.
My
I'm
So
glad
that
nobody was. I'm glad nobody was hurt.
yeah, he calmly nods and says, "So, if that's all, I think I'll be on my way."
Alright. Uh, it's been a long day for you. I can offer a drink if you'd like, but otherwise, I
Hmm.
see no reason to keep you here.
No, I think I'll just be heading back to the station.
Alright.
Thank
Travel
you
safe.
for the offer, though. And he'll nod and head on out. So, what you guys do?
We have.
Hmm.
Food.
It's late as hell,
Yeah.
so it would probably be best off just heading off to bed and looking for the nimble ride in the morning.
I should probably bring up what I got this morning, shouldn't I?
Oh yeah,
I should probably do that now.
Oh
it probably
dear.
just now popped up in Leo's head.
Yeah. So Grathia wasn't there. For either of the messages I got, or no, she was there for the first one.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Or not like the one that said, "Do you think they could?
Yeah.
They should before the fireball."
Yeah.
She was not there, but she
Yeah,
was.
just do the
She
thing.
saw me
Just
right.
say the thing.
Yeah,
These paper birds travel fast.
they do.
About 60 feet
Oh,
per
Um,
round, I think. They travel far fast. So yeah. It's within the city, so yeah.
today
problem
was extremely eventful. To top off the eventfulness, um, especially with my episode today, you probably saw the paper bird that was in front of my face for a solid second or two before I caught wind of it being there.
yes.
Yeah. Well, earlier earlier today, before the fireball hit, before all the chaos, Mert sent me a paper bird asking my thoughts on you all. And if you were suited to join the Harpers. My response was yes. And this is the only reason I'm telling you this is my response was yes. So, here's what's going to happen. Leo pulls out the tickets that he's been carrying on him all day, probably in between his book pages.
Yep.
So, the fall of Tiamat, is happening. A show is happening at Light Singer Theater in the Seaward on the night of Greengrass.
Which
Grows
is
all around,
which is
and the green grass
which
grows
is
all
the
around.
which Greengrass is the day after next.
So in 2 days.
No, pretty much.
We are to wear formal attire. For admittance, and we can enjoy the show, but we're supposed to arrive at Private Box C during the first intermission to get you all, or that's all I've been told, but basically, I've been,
Probably to meet Mert.
yeah, probably to meet Mert, um, to join the Harpers.
Well, I don't mean to sound rude, but whom exactly are the Harpers?
How
You
do I?
you see Gwanth like angered.
Hey, easy. We are a secret organization for a secret organization reasons. We're not that secret. I'm gonna go look up the Harpers just on
Semi-secret.
another page.
It's described as
Semi-secret.
semi-secret.
I mean, I imagine
They're
like
secret,
it's
but most people
somewhat
know who they
known
are.
they are,
Most
but
people know about them.
nobody knows how they
The,
operate.
because they've been destroyed like 3 or 4 times and reformed over the years.
Wait, how? Yeah. Theo's just This is me trying to find a way to explain the Harpers reasonably. I'm just going to read this word from word from the Forgotten Realms page. Let's do this. The Harpers, or those who harp, are a semi-secret. We are a semi-secret organization dedicated to promoting good, preserving history, including art and music, and of old, and maintaining balance between civilizations and nature by keeping kingdoms small, keeping kingdoms small and destruction of animals and plant life to a minimum. Um,
And keep in mind, it's Mert's probably going to tell him a lot there. So
yeah.
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 I don't.
I
Mert's probably gonna tell you a lot more, but another thing is we are not fans of the Zentharum at all, which is my main reasons for getting so involved in this case.
well, I don't feel like I have enough information to decide if I would like to join or not, but I see no reason why I shouldn't attend to at least hear your employer out.
Yes. This is also the reason we went on the quest to look for information from the stallion,
Mayor.
or the stallion,
Mayor.
the mayor. Yeah, I got that wrong. The mayor. And also why we went on the wild goose chase around town looking for Mert.
Good night.
Good night, small child.
Good night too.
Good night.
Yay, got a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
You can go now. Preferably.
Banish the grillman.
Go sleep.
No.
Go sleep.
No.
I will push you out my room. Go sleep.
No.
I love you, but go.
Love you.
Anyways, back where we left off.
So yeah. It's about 11:30 now. So if you guys want to end the session, we can.
Before we end the session, can I ask something?
Yes.
I'm assuming after talking about this, we have the party heading to bed for the night, yes?
I'd imagine so.
Well, hold on, let me pull it up real quick. This is gonna be fun.
Oh boy.
I would like to use one of my manifestations while
Fagnum
we're
blows up the
resting.
tavern.
No.
He channels killed.
I would like to use one of my manifestations while we're resting to try and speak with Karsus.
Okay, explain that to me.
So I have a manifestation that's called Converse,
Yeah,
which
I'm-
pretty much allows me to spend a minute to either speak with my entity or to pretty much shut them up.
Okay. So is it like just speaking? Is that all it tells you?
Yeah, it's just speaking. So I'm allowed to talk to them, although they might not be completely honest with me. So it depends on the
Okay.
entity and the person,
Okay.
and it's not reliable. But
So what do you say?
this is Magnum facing up to spheres.
I think I'm gonna try and I'm gonna treat this kind of like kind similarly to Contact Other Plane. So I'm not gonna have him like full speaking normally, but yeah, gonna treat it kind
Well,
of like kind of yeah.
mainly Magnum is just going to ask what it is that
What
Carsus
do you, what
wants
exactly?
from him.
What do you say exactly?
Um,
What do you
I
want? You
I
want
know that you're stuck with me, and it's frustrating, but I want to try and make the best out of this relationship as possible. So, what is it that I can do to try and make it even between us?
He says, all I want is to be free.
Then I can try and figure out a way to do so. Although it will likely take a lot of time and prep.
Then do it.
Someone's awfully bossy. And with that, I'm just going to cut off the head
That's simple. All right.
and that session.
Okay. Not very talkative.
Well, what do you expect from the god of hubris?
Hey, he's not. He was a god for like 3 seconds, and then he died.
Yes, the god of hubris.
He was a god for 3 seconds, and he died. So,
Hmm.
right. If anyone's still in chat, thanks for watching.
Good night,
No,
everybody.
no. If anyone's is actually in
I
chat,
am making so
morning.
many freaking brace. You've got me
Or-
into this new class, or not this new class,
Yes.
this homebrew class dead. What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
I am
I
making
just-
2 different OCs now. One who has an Archangel, one has Archfey, because those both sound really cool.
so join us next week when Leo invades Temple of Gon to steal them.
Yes! Yes! Does that
Fortunately,
wait? Does that
all
break
have
any code? What
No,
rules does that break?
I actually have something
a lot of
planned
them.
that might work without having to resort to crime. So let's see how that goes.
Crime
K-
mode.
Leo will adopt the Nim.
But
We'll
Leo
Nim
doesn't
adopt the
care that
Nim.
agrees.
Leo will ask Nim their pronouns. Because Nim is sentient and nobody can change his mind.
Or hers. Or theirs.
No, no one can change
No one can
his
change
mind.
Leo's mind.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fair.
Cat.
All right.
Cat.
Bye.
Cat. Cat. Cat.
Bye.
Cat.
Good
Cat.
night, everybody.
Bye, Twitch
cat,
people.
Well,
Bye.
cat,
Bye, Twitch.
cat,
don't do
cat.
crimes unless it's reasonable.
Cat.
Orion's being murdered by their cat.